tell them to arrest Olan Douglas. He committed a major crime and he needs to be assaulted and he needs to be arrested.
The man accused of the viral brick throw, Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party,
as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict,
but says she was aggressive and very intoxicated.
So please tweet HPD and let them know that you need to lock up Olan Douglas because that is your responsibility. You have a confession video, arrest him.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave. I didn't want to hit her, actually. She hit me and I just reacted.
My face with a brick and all these black men just watched and it hit me in my face because I would have given my number.
What about that brick
And
is?
all y'all just watched.
What you
Y'all see that?
That's weird, because that ain't how you look when you get hit with a brick. A brick busts open your face.
Right.
She just had a bigger last. Yeah, I was like, what is? So your skin took that brick like that? When you get hit with a brick, be bust open. That's why I was looking at that like.
But you
Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no. He picked up a brick in front of so many men. It was like, what you gonna do?
Somebody said kung fu brick. Yeah, that was laughing. She got hit with a brick on that playing victim. Because, you know, whenever I see a motherfucker doing this, why would he do something like this? Woo, woo, woo. I be like, you know why he would do something like that. You know she messy, because if a woman got hit with a brick, that ain't how she would be responding.
right. Well, didn't nobody else do nothing around her. That's how you know she was ain't.
That mean them to get hit with a brick.
Yeah.
According to court documents, the footage didn't match what Osman told police, that a male Uber driver threw a brick at her and tried to kidnap her. Houston police say the surveillance footage captured by cameras on this street show Osman hitting a man first, then showed Osman slapping him in the face before he hit her back with what appears to be a plastic water bottle. She's now charged with theft because prosecutors say she made it up and tried to profit from this GoFundMe that raised more than $42,000.
She was the aggressor.
She was the aggressor, yeah. He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left the mark.
This was a well thought of plan, a diabolical plan.
I'm not fighting just Olan. I'm not fighting just Houston police. I'm fighting Red Pill community. I'm fighting Pick-Me's. I'm fighting all of these creators. They are just agents of chaos.
And this is not coming from somebody who's innocent in this, this entire matter. Scamming all the people that you did, being a fraud, to putting a crystal witchcraft spell on your ops.
We know how to use the victim card. Those of us who use our common sense, those of us who have critical thinking skills, and those of us who can see through the BS.
And this is some bullshit.
We know you're just using your tears as manipulation, and that is why nobody can take them seriously. But wait, there's more. She went on to say.
And these people are mad because they tried to unalive me. They tried to leave me for and I'm not. And I just don't feel safe. And I might need to figure out where I'm gonna live because I don't think I'm gonna live in Houston any longer.
The woman who claimed a man threw a brick at her head because she would not give him her phone number is now wanted by Houston police.
Prosecutors allege theft by deception and believe she would have received all that money had the campaign not been shut down.
I actually have things going on in my life. I actually have real ways to make money. I don't have to get a GoFundMe for money. I actually can earn income because I'm actually educated and I actually am talented.
As the woman seen in it cancels her plan to turn herself in for theft charges.
Tonight, she is wanted here in Harris County on that theft charge. Anyone with information on her whereabouts can report that to Houston police.
She's just manipulating people using their pain, and that should be the true crime here.
He hopes people online will be more conscious.
The internet is the internet. It's not real life all the time.
Every time you lie to somebody, you're taking away their choice. You're taking away the ability for them to make a decision that's good for themselves. And that's why I always lie to the people and men. You thought I was sleeping, bitch? You be sleeping a bunch. I'm in the streets, I be doing too much. I be out here, I don't give a
Greetings, your polite savages. Welcome to another Tip Talk. Well, it appears that the brick lady has a warrant for her arrest because she lied and scammed, allegedly, GoFundMe out of over $40,000. You see, this whole getting hit by a brick thing was all made up. She wasn't hit by a brick, but that's just allegedly. And of course, unlike the ladies of the community who wanted to involve every man.
My heart breaks for Ro because she
like so many other Black women, are coming to this conclusion that we no longer can stand up and fight for Black men, and instead we need to stand up and fight for ourselves. Black men are our predators. They are unaliving us every 5 hours.
Especially Black men of not protecting, unaliving, and being abusive, I'm going to say, let's have her be innocent until proven guilty.
Sure, what were you saying?
That's right. We're not going to give her any quarter. This lady is a liar. We knew she was lying from the beginning. The story never added up. And you know what? I've had enough. I can't say anymore.
Yo, I ain't done talking about her. Not when we got hot breaking news of this. Looks like we all know what she's been up to from the donations and cash she's been getting from women and men blessing her Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and however else. If GoFundMe didn't put a stop to her receiving $42,000 in the scam, this is what she was planning to do with all that money.
Passport things are going a long time before passport bros.
So the passport things are the passport sisters.
And them get bamboo. Bamboo.
They get bamboo. Uh-oh, what does that say? Female eggs tourism.
Bamboo season.
It's bamboo season down there.
Understand? Don't get mad.
Don't get mad.
Enjoy themselves. If you see a girl on a raft at Jamaica, just know your girl will get bamboo.
And much more going on shopping sprees galore. But let me remind you how the media was framing the situation and going along shaping the narrative that the Brick Lady Row was an innocent, helpless victim.
One hitting her with a brick because she refused to give their number.
People are not being decent. To see that nobody helped her, I mean, that's heartbreaking, completely.
I cannot understand why other Black women justified the violence that this Black woman went through. Discussing that a Black man felt it was okay to do it. It's discussing that Black men felt it was okay to watch it.
Isn't it great how the media here loves to put men in the most positive of light? That's sarcasm for the slow ones out there. We already know the target audience of this message is towards Black men, but hey, we know how inclusive Foxhole 26 is, so why not loop all men?
And until the male species gets there, women, I implore y'all, these men out here ain't until they become y'all gotta be safe.
This is the real reason why they wanted to use the Brick Lady situation as a way to push a narrative about how men ain't how men aren't stepping in and saving every damsel in distress from the evils of other wicked, sinister, vile men. What makes me shake my head is how a major media news outlet did not do any due diligence, any research on who Brick Lady Row is. Let's go back on memory lane, as I know we all need a refresher course on the upstanding moral character, good Samaritan behavior, and wonderful, lovely attitude of Brick Lady Row.
Yelling at my associate?
Ma'am, you yelled at me. You called me a on the phone.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. No, you're a liar and you're a racist because you're a pale, ugly, stupid, uneducated woman. That's what you are. Call the police. You stupid, dumb woman.
Big mad.
I am big mad. I'm real mad. You have a horrible day. You're a pathetic loser. Better.
Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
So how did all of y'all on social media major news networks, all the panderers of sisterhood, every one of you defending Brick Lady Row at the drop of a dime miss all of this? How is that even possible? Us rando content creators did more research into this, who this woman is, and unlike these major publications and the people defending this woman, they didn't want to wait for all the facts to come out to paint the full picture. What really happened that September night?
How do you know Miss Rhoda?
We met in 2010, witnessed her get into it with men, get into it with women, spit on people. And I said, this girl is at it again.
They gonna beat me up. Grown ass gotta beat me up for no reason. Look at me. I'm not a bad person. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm a good person. And they try to do this to me.
Women, she has a habit of getting into it with women, and then when she gets on video, it's men beat her up or men did it. But she doesn't tell people that the girl can drink hard, the girl can drink heavy, and unfortunately, she cannot hold her alcohol. So GoFundMe from 2020 is about another Roda Osman that's in Minnesota. No, it's not, because if you read the description of the GoFundMe, it aligns with the video. Pretty much the same type of, look at me, look what they did to my face.
Look what they did to me. Look what they did to me for no reason.
Exposed. Ha ha, now they can arrest her for fraud.
Grown ass over 6 feet tall.
Oh, these 6 foot tall grown men, these or whatever. She was beat up by women. There were over 100 people in the crowd that will attest to that. Standing in front of 7 nightclubs. That's the reason we can't get in the club. She tried to fight everybody, and the white police officer confirmed it.
All these people on social media are doing what we call citizen journalism. Journalism that is conducted by people who are not professional journalists, but who decimate information using websites, blogs, and social media, just like on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and other means. Everyone with a phone and a social media account can now report the news and events, provide their narrative spin.
That imp hit her in the face with a brick. And that's the undercurrent of this entire situation, is that you saw a black woman get assaulted, and y'all normally don't give a when black women get assaulted. But that's because women are natural protectors and providers. But men project that they are when they rarely do anything.
Which in public relations and politics is a form of propaganda, achieved through knowingly providing a biased interpretation of an event, the mouth-breathing peanut gallery with their emotionally reactive accusations and opinions, and these so-called citizen journalists, aka the people on social media, are doing what they can in the culture wars to diminish the goodness and good works of hardworking, dutiful men by portraying all good men, good fathers, uncles, and brothers as weak, spineless, and cowards for not getting themselves into unwanted, unknown dangers for someone they don't know.
Bro gained a follower. Ain't no way I'm getting hit with no brick. Family and friends strictly. If I don't know you, good luck. Even Batman gets beatings. One guy called me a sociopath for saying I only protect family and friends and not a random person. I'm not Superman, dog. Independent women, purr. Remember, ladies, they always tell on themselves.
Because the males are going to be the first one to say, I'm not putting my life on the line for you. It's just interesting how you assume that stepping in on someone else's behalf immediately puts your life at risk.
That's the reason why there are police officers, firefighters, military paramedics, EMTs, Coast Guard, and other dangerous professions that require an individual to step in the line of fire, cross over into natural disasters, to risk their life and limb for people they don't know. Most of the people in this profession have to be men of all races and faiths. But I'm definitely going to stay out of a situation where Olan defended himself from the Brick Lady Row after she attacked him first.
That many black women who have tried, who have fought, who have put their body on the picket line for black men, who have then turned around and disappointed us and disrespected us. As long as black men are going to uphold the patriarchy, we're going to have to let them burn on their own. Because if we do not, they're going to burn us with them. We got to start looking at men as predators, as snakes. But they're all snakes. They all have the potential to cause harm and violence towards women. Males are unhinged, and they need to be put down at the first sight of a threat.
And after seeing clip after clip, video after video, major media news networks talking in a similar tone, showing their disdain for the average man, I completely understand why men out there like you, especially nowadays, will avoid intervening on a stranger's behalf. This is the society and culture you've now shaped and created, ladies, with the help of the powers that be, to your detriment. The I don't need no man attitude, I'm strong and independent. The idea that a man is only good for his money for what he can produce is only dividing the men that you want, ladies, further away from you. Ladies, into your blue-pilled allies, the chivalry, the knight in shining armor, the protector, and the provider you all want is withering away to the matriarchy, the gynocentric order. A round of applause. It only literally took you less than a century to upend the whole social order. So instead of shaming, insulting, guilting men,
where are you at? You can't just brush over this and act like the people wasn't right. The people who was hesitant to believe her because of her past, being somebody who has done this before. All of that, and y'all was still so easy to believe her. This is why y'all get easily manipulated in y'all everyday life, right? Because you too simple. You believe anything people tell you.
Reverend Durong here. May we please have the congregation? We need the congregation to come to their feet. I want every man and woman coming to your feet. I want you to understand that sometimes the light's gonna shine. You see, what's in the darkness can't stay in the dark. What am I talking about, Miss Rhoda? Oh, Miss Rhoda. See, you thought you was gonna scam. You thought you was gonna pull a wool over the eyes, but apparently Houston PD said, homie, don't play that. Apparently Houston PD said, it's a little reckoning. Apparently Houston PD said, you gonna have to come up out that booty with that money and pay back that GoFundMe. You see, you thought you was gonna come here and pull a wool, but a lot of men, they said one thing, it just wasn't adding up. You see, if you came from the gravel like I did, you'd have seen someone get bust over the head with a brick, and you know you ain't just swelling, that skin is breaking, and a lot of women out there had the nerve that ain't never seen a lick of violence in their life to tell me I didn't know what I was talking about, but the good Reverend stood firm. I stood firm on the word. I knew she was lying, yes, she was lying, yes, sir. Oh, she was lying, yes, sir. Let me get my Dr. Umar on and say it one more time. She was lying, yes, sir. And what's gonna happen to her? She gonna have to spend a little time. She gonna have to do the hokey pokey and turn herself around. She gonna have to put a little quiet time. She gonna have to get a little quiet and sit down in that cell. And she gonna have to think about that scam. That Brick City scamming. That Brick City scammer. And guess what? Not one tear gonna be shed. Sit down and shut up, woman. That's all I got for you, you polite savages. Like and subscribe, hit us up on all social media networks, and as always, ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? We're out.
We found true happiness.